Hi there, Mary Farias here with 5 minutes is better than nothing of personal development. We're on my book, How to Study Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. We are in chapter 9 on persistence. Let me start my timer. So I'm on page 222. Good number. He says, then we know he has discovered the secret of how to conquer Broadway. The secret is always inseparably attached to one word, persistence. The secret is told in the struggle of Fanny Hurst, whose persistence conquered the Great White Way. She came to New York in 1915 to convert writing into riches. The conversion did not come quickly, but it came. For 4 years, Miss Hurst learned about the sidewalks of New York from firsthand experience. She spent her days laboring and her nights hoping. When hope grew dim, she did not say, "All right, Broadway, you win." She said, "Very well, Broadway, you may whip some, but not me. I'm going to force you to give up." One publisher, the Saturday Evening Post, sent her 36 rejection slips before she broke the ice and got a story across. The average writer, like the average in other walks of life, would have given up on the job with the first rejection slip. She pounded the pavements for 4 years to the tune of the publisher's no, because she was determined to win. Then came the payoff. The spell had been broken. The unseen guide had tested Fanny Hurst, and she could take it. From that time on, publishers made a beaten path to her door. Money came so fast she hardly had time to count it. Then the moving picture men discovered her, and money came not in small change, but in floods. The moving picture rights into her latest novel, Great Laughter, brought $100,000, said to be the highest price ever paid for a story before publication. Her royalties from the sale of the book probably will run much more. Briefly, you have a description of what persistence is capable of achieving. Fanny Hurst is no exception. Wherever men and women accumulate great riches, you may be sure that they first acquired persistence. Broadway will give any beggar a cup of coffee and a sandwich, but it demands persistence of those who go after the big stakes. Kate Smith will say amen when she reads this. For years she sang without money and without price before any microphone she could reach. Broadway said to her, "Come and get it if you can take it." She did not take it until one happy day Broadway got tired and said, "Ah, what's the use? You don't know when you're whipped, so name your price and go work in earnest." Miss Smith named her price. It was plenty, away up in the figures so high that 1 week's salary is far more than people make in a whole year. Verily, it pays to be persistent. And here's an encouraging statement which carries with it a suggestion of a greater significance. Thousands of singers who excel Kate Smith are walking up and down Broadway looking for a break, without success. Countless others have come and gone. Many of them sang well enough, but they failed to make the grade because they lacked the courage to keep on keeping on until Broadway became tired of turning them away. Keep on keeping on, right? We thought that that was a t-shirt, but it was Napoleon Hill. So we need to persist. If what we want to do is worth desiring, it's worth persisting in. We need to keep moving forward. There is this annoying law of gender in the universal laws of nature that says that it takes a specific amount of time, we don't know what time that is, in order for our desire to manifest. That's just the way it is. Just like you put a seed in the dirt, it takes a certain amount of time for it to flower and then grow into the vegetable or whatever it is that you want to pick. So just like that, our desire is a seed planted into our mind, into this universal mind, and it takes time for it to develop, and it takes time for it to manifest in our world where we can see it. So when we don't persist, we know we will fail. But when we do persist, we must reach the goal. All right. That's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Keep on keeping on.